Hi, this is Mimi from Mimi's Paper Crafting. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to be working on my creative daily journal for the days of February 8th to the 14th. So let's jump right in with the 8th. This is the day. We've been getting weather here, and it's not much snow. Like, we'll get like a little bit of snow, but then we're getting the ice. And don't mind my shadows. I have new lighting in here. Because, you guys, it was going to happen sooner or later, right? All my other lights down in the basement have crapped out. So when I came down here yesterday to grab something, my main light started to flicker and didn't come on right away. So we knew that would happen, right? Because the other lights in the basement have all crapped out by now. So I had 2 spare of the LED light strips that I just hung up this morning. So this is the first video with those extra lights in here, and when I tell you it is bright in here, it is bright in here. I originally had one right over my table, but it made weird, you see those lines? It like makes these weird lines on my desk, but whatever. It's gonna be what it's gonna be, because my dad was talking about getting an electrician to come in here and replace these lights, and when I reminded him how much it cost to replace those lights, he was like, oh yeah, that's right. And first and foremost, we still need to get somebody to come do a walk-in shower. Anyway, so this was Saturday, and we were expecting weather, so the boyfriend came with all of his stuff, because usually he comes here for his days off, and his days off are Monday, Tuesday, so he's here on a Sunday night after work. But this was a Saturday, and we were expecting weather. Now, we've been getting some snow, but we've been getting a lot of ice. So he brought all of his stuff with him so he could come here after work and not have to drive the 40 minutes home. And then, my kid went to D&D. And before he went to D&D, I said to him, hey, I've got stuff all over my shirt. I said to him, hey, we're supposed to be having weather. Maybe you shouldn't go to D&D. And he goes, nah, I'm good. And left. Well, at about 7:30, it had been sleeting for like 4 hours at this point, and I was like, dude, you've got to wrap it up. These are young kids. They're in their early 20s. Early. Like, I think the oldest one is 23. So they're in their early 20s, and don't have the experience of driving in ice, because we haven't really had any the past few years since these young kids have gotten their licenses. We really haven't. This is the first winter in my area in Pennsylvania where we're getting weather. So I finally convinced him, like, yo, you've got to like wrap it up and head on home. And he got home, he got dropped off. He doesn't have a car yet, so he got dropped off, and he said to me, the roads aren't that bad. I said, kid, I'm not worried about 8 p.m. roads. I'm worried about 1 a.m. roads. Like, there's a difference between 8 p.m. roads and 1 a.m. roads. Like, there's a big difference there. That's what I'm worried about. Well, then when my boyfriend got home I think he got home early. Yeah, he did. He left early. He said the roads were horrible. It usually takes 7 minutes for him to get to my house. It took him 20. So the roads were not good. Okay, so then this was Sunday. Like I said, we ended up with a good amount of ice. The boyfriend shoveled it off the driveway and the sidewalk. We ran out of salt, you guys. We ran out of ice melt, and nobody has any. So, and we also need pet stuff, because we do have pets. Yo, these lights are going to bother the stripes are going to bother the hell out of me on this table. Okay, I'm just going to have to film with only the one light on. Wow, look how much darker. It's so much darker right now in this room. I'm going to have to figure out where to put these. I might move them up against the wall. Maybe that's what I'll do. Well, this was Super Bowl Sunday. I didn't give a shit about the Super Bowl. I made homemade pizza for dinner. I ended up par-baking the crust like early in the afternoon, and that way everybody was able to make their own pizza, and the boyfriend got to wear a jersey to work, but he's not an Eagles or a Chiefs fan, so he wore a Steelers jersey. I was like, whatever. Because they were very specific at work to wear your favorite team's jersey. They didn't say you only could wear the Chiefs or the Eagles. And my boyfriend kept going, do you want to watch a Super Bowl? Because my dad's an Eagles fan. My dad said, all I wanted was for the Eagles to win a Super Bowl in my lifetime. They did that. I don't give a shit anymore. Like, whatever. What a goofball. Let's see. This was Monday. We ran some errands to look for some Dachshund items that we had our eye on, but we only found one. My local TJ Maxx, where they had a lot of good stuff at TJ Maxx, my local TJ Maxx sucks. This is a homeopathic thing for anxiety for pets, and it actually does work. I want to make this into a pocket, so there's a little ledge on the inside because it's a little dropper bottle. I'm going to just rip that apart so I can make this into a pocket. There we go. Okay, so we went to the at-home store where we found a wiener dog outdoor statue dressed as a hot dog. Yep, it's so cute. I wish I would have taken a picture of it. And then, let's see. Oh, so we went to the grocery store. I was going to make chicken cutlets for dinner. And, while we were there, we saw that my favorite ice cream sandwich, I'm so mad, is actually being discontinued. I'm just closing up this box to turn it into a pocket. Is being discontinued. Okay? I'm not happy about it. I'm actually going to also staple the bottom just to give it a little bit more protection from opening. There we go. I'm not happy about my favorite ice cream sandwich being discontinued, but they were marked down to half off, and they only had one box. And there are a lot of this. We went to Giant, and there was a lot around me. So my boyfriend's like, we should go check another Giant and see if they have them. So we checked out with our 2 items there and left and went to another Giant. And then my boyfriend was making fun of me because I ended up with 5 boxes of ice cream sandwiches. Listen, they're being discontinued, okay? And they were half price. So yeah, I bought 5 total boxes of ice cream sandwiches. This is a judgment-free zone, everybody. Okay, we don't judge here. Here's my list of all the crap I had to do. You know I love to keep my lists in my journal, and then that is private journaling. So anyway, the boyfriend was making fun of me for buying 5 boxes of get in there, of ice cream sandwiches, and I was like, dude, that was your idea. It was too. So I'm like, why are you making fun of me? This was your idea. Fold that down so it fits, and I'm just going to tape this. Actually, we'll just pop it right in here. We started watching the O.J. Simpson. Like, I don't know about you guys, but I was I very much remember the O.J. trial. So I'm not going to tell you how old I was, but I very clearly remember everything. I remember being home, and my mom, and my brother, because it had to have been, like, I saw then it was summer, because I was like, why were we all home? So it was summer, and we were all home, and I remember watching the chase on TV. Clearly remember watching the chase on TV. So I filmed some videos on this day, and my son texted, told me he wasn't feeling good, so that he was coming home. So this was a Tuesday. So I was like, okay, great, come home then. I don't care. You're an adult. If you don't feel good, you don't feel good. I'm a firm believer in, like, you're an adult. Once you're an adult, like, and you don't need my permission for anything. Also, I mean, yeah, you're at work, but you went, they see you're not feeling good. So, like, if you need to come home, come home. Like, I'm a firm believer in that. Okay, so then we went to Michael's looking for stainless steel pins. Let's talk about how I couldn't find stainless steel pins at freaking Michael's. And when I finally did, they were not what I was wanting. And they were very expensive. So I was like, I'm not getting stainless steel pins at Michael's. I just turned that into a pocket. But I did get a wiener dog charm. We started watching Extracted. Guys, have you watched Extracted yet? It's insane. And yeah, it was very good. And I read Crafting a Better World. And here's my Michael's receipt. So we're just going to tuck all that in there. And this, my boyfriend got tomatoes for a salad to go with dinner. And he goes, I'm guessing you're going to want this for your journal. I was like, yeah, duh. And then, let's see. Oh, we went to Target because books were buy one, get one 50% off. And I actually got 2 books. I said I rarely find ones I want, but I found 2. And then I made 1-hour dinner rolls, stuffed pepper casserole, and we had salad for dinner. The boyfriend ran to the store because another storm was coming. Like I said, I'm over it. All right. Then this is Wednesday, and the neighbor texted me asking me if I could come help her with a Cricut project. So I said no problem, and I went over. She's right next door. I went over and I helped her with a Cricut project. And then when I got back, it had snowed and I had to get out the garbage. So I got out the garbage and I shoveled the driveway, and then the boyfriend went and got fries from the diner. This may be one of my most favorite foods that you can get around here, and it is carnitas fries. And it's French fries. Their fries are so good. But it's French fries covered in pork, carnitas, jalapenos, and cheese. And then you get salsa verde and sour cream with it. They're so good. But yeah. So that's where we got lunch, because I said to the boyfriend, I had to cook this whole week, and usually I get Mondays and Tuesdays off, and I didn't. So I said, because I'm cooking, then you're going to get food. So he went and he got that for me because that's all I wanted. Then after I was done eating and my boyfriend left, I got a call from my neighbor saying, hey, I need help again because this wasn't right. So I went back over, and she's like, I know the weather's bad. I know. I'm like, I live so far away. Like, I don't know if I can make it the 30 feet to your driveway. Because it started to snow again. So I went back over and helped her again. And then this was Thursday. The boyfriend ended up back here Wednesday night because of the weather again. I said, I'm over the weather. I am. This is like the most times it's been snowing and icy in a really long time. So I cleaned under my TV. Under my TV was a mess, but I needed to replace the surge protector. The surge protector was old. I don't know if you guys know this, but you should really replace your surge protectors every so often. So this one was really old. It was over 10 years old. It was in my bedroom when I moved in, and it's where the modem and the router are in my bedroom. It's where they've always been, and I've just never moved them. So that's where they're staying. I don't know why. But it was a mess under the TV, and my boyfriend wanted to put his PlayStation down on its side instead of standing up. So I cleaned everything up, and it's so clean, you guys. Also, my boyfriend paid somebody on Fiverr to make me a logo. Look how good that logo is. I absolutely love it. They did a great job. And I got a lot of stuff done. I also switched out my dad's surge protector because his hasn't been switched out in a really long time. I made focaccia. What else did I do? I made soup for dinner, and I made my mom focaccia also, and I gave my mom soup. But I made chicken taco chowder from this old El Paso cookbook I got at Ollie's for like $4.99. So good. Even my dad, who hates that kind of stuff, was like, that's really good. All right, this was yesterday, and yesterday was Valentine's Day. So yesterday we had some problems, you guys. Yesterday was not cool. So yesterday, my dad has been I've been trying to switch my dad to Mint Mobile for a while. I'm trying to figure out. I guess I can just put that there. Yeah. But I think it would go better here. I'm gonna put some tape on this and tape that down. So I've been wanting him to switch to Mint Mobile because the rest of us have switched. And if you don't know, Mint Mobile is literally, if you pay for the whole year for 5 gigabytes, it's $180 in tax. And then tax. Like, it's cheap. It's $15. It works out to $15 a month for 5 gigabytes of data, unlimited talk and text. And my boyfriend and I have been with Mint for over 3 years now. Both of us have been with Mint for over 3 years now. And I've been wanting my dad to switch. So finally, we switched him to Mint Mobile. I switched my mom last year. So now everybody's switched over except for my kid, but his dad still pays for his cell phone service, so he's never going to switch. Let's face it. And I don't blame him. If my dad was paying for my cell phone service, I wouldn't switch either. But it was, I spent hours, 3 hours, working on this switching over, okay? 3 hours I worked on switching this over to get his phone number because he's like, he's had his phone number since, his cell phone number since 2001, and he's like, I don't want to lose my cell phone number. And I get it. It's a pain in the ass. My mom lost her number when we switched her over to Mint, so she had to get a new phone number, and it's a pain. Like, I don't blame him for not wanting to switch it over, but they were giving me the runaround. Okay? I got the wrong information. I wasn't able to log into my dad's account to get the information I needed from his original. He had Net 10. Wasn't able to log in. It kept saying, you need to enter the 6-digit code in the email. Did I get a freaking email? No. No, I did not. So, I'm just going to glue here because this is going to hang off a little bit. So no, I did not get any of the emails, none of them. And I did this like 7 times, never got, and still I checked this morning on his phone, he still hadn't gotten the emails. Still hadn't gotten any emails. And then, okay, we went to, my boyfriend stopped at Subway and got us Subway for lunch. Also, I would like to point out that everybody complains about how expensive, I see so many TikToks where people are like, it cost me $50 to go to Subway. You guys, it cost me $9.74. See that? $9.74 for 2 foot-long subs from Subway. If you use the app, they always have coupons. And if you're a member of, if you sign up for the rewards, eventually you get $2 off. So that's why it was so cheap. I got $2 off. Just saying. If you're gonna, like, all these people complaining, and I'm like, I don't understand why you're spending so much money. The most I spend is $14 at Subway, and that's when they're buy one get one 50 per, or they're 2 for like $13.99 or $12.99 or however much it is. That's the most I spend at Subway. They always have coupons. Always. You guys. So there's that. Anyway, I woke up this morning, just to let you know, and his phone number did transfer over, so that's all done, and I never have to think about Net 10 again. And yeah. It was frustrating and it was annoying, and I was so annoyed yesterday. And then in the middle of that, I was trying to finish dinner, and then I was not even hungry after I finished dinner. So it was like there was no point. Thankfully, my kid went out for dinner last night with his friends. So I made a roast because he hates roast. So I was able to make one because he was going out. But still, it was in the crock pot, and then I still had to make everything that goes with it, and I just was not in the mood. I was so frustrated. The amount of times I had to call Net 10 and call Mint, or chat with Mint and chat with Net 10 was ridiculous. But at least he got his phone number. Like I said, my mom didn't get to keep her phone number because here they had canceled her account. So she lost her phone number. But at least my dad got his. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you found a little tidbit of my life interesting and see how I add things into my journal that I collect during the week. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next crafty video. If you like this, hit the like button, subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and have a great rest of your day.